Hello, my name is Natalie Toledo, and today I'm going to be responding to Luke chapter 4, verses 1 and 2. I think God sent Jesus to the desert because he wanted to see if Jesus would lose his faith. He tested his faith by testing his mind and body. He wanted Jesus to trust him, to take care of him. The devil tempted him with all kinds of things, but Jesus never gave in. He was offered unimaginable wealth, and he didn't give in. He was hungry and thirsty, so the devil promised him all the water and food he wanted, but Jesus didn't give in. He trusted in God, and his faith didn't waver. God rewarded him for his unwavering faith and strength. This shows how strength is rewarding, and you only need to trust in God. One of the most challenging times for me, and for anyone who has been a seventh and eighth grader in the Chicago Public Schools, has been the last 2 years. As many of you know, CPS has a difficult system to get into the selective enrollment high school. The process starts with math testing in 7th grade. Everyone was really stressed out and studying because they knew if they didn't score well on this test, that their chances of getting into a selective enrollment high school wouldn't be good. The second thing that factors into the process are your grades. I can remember checking my grades every day, multiple times a day. It got to a point where I would just leave the grade tab open on the computer. And now, almost a year later, my classmates and I are still stressed out. The third thing that factors into the process is the selective enrollment test. I took the test in January, and we find out the results at the end of this month. This is a lot of pressure to put on 13 and 14-year-olds. Not everyone succeeds in this crazy process. I don't know if I will succeed, but the process has taught me a lot about myself. Challenges can shape us and help us grow. And if we pay attention to them, we can use our past experiences to help us face new challenges. Jesus faced many challenges which made him stronger. Though my story and his are definitely not the same, we both experienced something that all human beings do, and that connects us all. Amen.
I will be speaking on verses 3 through 4 from the ancient lesson of Luke. In the scripture reading, Jesus was in the desert to fast and pray alone to God in a barren place for 40 days and 40 nights. Jesus did this after being baptized by John the Baptist. In the scripture, Satan tempts Jesus to turn a rock into a loaf of bread. Jesus refuses by saying, "It is written that men are not to live only on bread, but on every word that God speaks." What I believe this means that Jesus' commitment to God is more important than satisfying his earthly needs. If Jesus had turned a rock into bread, he would have broken his fast and his promise to God. The lesson Jesus teaches us is the importance of choosing to do the right thing, even if the wrong thing is easier. This story reminds me of a time when I chose to do the right thing in the face of temptation. At the beginning of the year, I had a test in one of my classes. We were not instructed to give our study guides to the teacher, so I kept mine in my binder. In the middle of the test, I was having trouble. I could not remember the answer to one of the questions, so I pulled out my binder. I opened it and flipped through my papers until I reached the study guide. I was about to pull it out, but I chose not to since it would not be the right thing to do. I finished the test by doing the best I could, and I learned to study harder before my tests. This experience relates to today's story because both Jesus and I had to do the right thing in the face of temptation. By choosing to do the right thing, we both demonstrated integrity and commitment to what is truly important. In this way, both Jesus and I grew as people.
I'll be speaking about verses 5 through 8. Jesus is offered all the power by the devil, but he does not take it. This Bible verse reminds me of an episode of The Office. In case some of you have never seen this show, I will explain to you some of the characters' roles. Michael is the regional manager, and Dwight is the top salesman at the company and Michael's best friend. Angela is an accountant and Dwight's secret girlfriend. Jan is the head of the overall company and watches over all the branch managers like Michael. So the story begins with Jan being mad at Michael because his branch was not being very productive. Angela thinks that they are going to get fired because of Michael. She tells Dwight that he deserves to be the regional manager and have all the power. At first, Dwight says that he could never betray Michael. Eventually, he realizes that he might actually want that power. He meets up with Jan and tells her about how he could save the bridge. Jan says no. Eventually, Michael finds out about their meeting and tries to get Dwight to tell him the truth. This is like torture for Dwight. Michael finally pulls it out of him, and Dwight has to do his laundry from it. This reminds me of the Bible verse, because just as Dwight is, Jesus is offered all of the power. But unlike Dwight, Jesus decides not to take the power. I think that he chooses to not take the power because he wants to remain loyal to God, but also because he knows that taking the power will eventually backfire on him, and he will probably be in a situation like Dwight, but it will probably be much worse than just doing someone's laundry.
I will be speaking on verses 9 to 13 from our ancient lesson. Verse 12 says, "But Jesus answered, the scripture says, do not put the Lord your God to the test." When I read the scripture, there are two things that came to my mind. The first thought was that God is all-powerful and his love is unconditional. God does not need to prove himself or have his love tested. Jesus showed this when he decided not to test God. He does not jump because he knows that God doesn't just save people as a way of proving his power. God loves us, and we should not test that as if it were something that is either or. If he saves me, I am loved. If he does not save me, I am forgotten. Sometimes we may be tempted to challenge God's love. We may say things like, "God, if you are really there, please heal me from my sickness, or help me with this problem, or let me pass this math test." Or even something as ridiculous as, "God, if you love me, please tell my mom to give me a PlayStation 4. But in the passage, Jesus does not test God or ask him to save him, because Jesus knows that God's love is not to be tested, it is to be received. God couldn't do that. My second thought was kind of similar. God's love is for everybody. God loves everybody in the world, so he's not just going to choose who to save or who to help. God couldn't do that because God doesn't pick favorites, because he loves us all the same. All of us face temptations, and all of us have encounters with the devil. It's challenging to reject the temptations that the devil is constantly throwing at us and the people around us. If we trust in God's unconditional love, we will find strength we need to resist the temptation and live the way Jesus showed us to live honestly, to live faithfully, to live fearlessly, and to live with your heart full. Amen.